So the disciples have just experienced this incredible transfiguration. And as they're coming down the mountain, we see in Mark chapter 9, verse 9, Jesus gave them orders not to tell anyone what they'd seen until the Son of Man had risen from the dead. And they kept the matter to themselves, but they were discussing what rising from the dead means. Now, this is not the first time that Jesus has raised the issue that he's going to die. But we've got to try and understand it from their perspective and say, he's telling them he's going to rise from the dead. And that raises questions. What does that actually mean? In fact, this last Saturday, we're having a church clean out, and while we're having coffee, 3 or 4 of us were chatting. What does it actually mean to rise from the dead? And that's quite an important thing, because we are wanting to rise with Christ. And so, in baptism symbolizes a burial in the water and a rising. You rise up out of that water to new life. For Christ, he rose from the dead, and in the tomb there was no body. We're going to be celebrating this week on Sunday, Easter Sunday. There was no body because he had risen from the dead. And yet, when people we know and love, for them rising is their spirit rising, and their body is still here. Their body still stays on earth. But at some point, we believe the whole of us will rise from the dead. So for the disciples, they couldn't understand because they had not been through the crucifixion. And for us, it's difficult to understand until we've been through the crucifixion. Over this Easter week, take time to read the stories of the crucifixion. Understand what it means to die, both for Christ and for us. To become dead to this world so that we may rise with Christ. That's why a lot of Christians these days will go to church either on Friday or on Sunday. It makes no sense, because you're journeying through a whole thing. It's like seeing one act of a play. We enter on Thursday night into the garden with Jesus. We feel his agony. We sit at the foot of the cross, and that means that when on Sunday we say he is risen indeed, we say it with passion because we've been on the journey with Jesus. I pray this Easter is a special one for you. God bless and have a great day.